Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington football team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. It's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's all about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards. That time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Gun. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
I think they'll have to make some decisions here. That's the 2nd fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It's incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
There you go.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. That's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 11 now. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Catch is made. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, 2nd quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
And now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll bang that one through. That time a 6-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. He does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but they'll say
the ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 23. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And they run the option on second down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Shoves him aside. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
The Washington offense back out there.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's second down. This throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep, ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now an option play on second down.
A quick throw complete to Washington. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half was. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Washington offense set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throw's going to be incomplete. Washington on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 43. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they try the right side here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Washington on third down.
Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, or a pass he should have caught.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he does not get to the first down marker. As
as they stop him at the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still one.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 2nd down now, Reedy, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Philadelphia...